I don't like going to the grocery store and I don't always know what I want to make, but the thought of going out to eat is just so not it. And that is where HelloFresh is literally my best friend. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. HelloFresh makes cooking at home easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. I've never had a meal from HelloFresh that I have not liked, and it is so, so, so delicious. Go to HelloFresh.com/manifest16 and use code manifest16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's HelloFresh.com/manifest16 and use code manifest16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Let me tell you why Thursdays are my new favorite day, and it's because I have therapy, and it's seriously absolutely changed my life. And I want you guys to experience therapy for yourself, and that's why I want you to check out betterhelp.com/Tori. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if needed. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. I want you to start living a happier life today, and as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/Tori. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tori. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Manifest with Tori DeSimone. I'm your host, Tori DeSimone, and today this is a very special podcast because you guys have asked and asked and asked and asked for a video podcast. So I am trying it out right now. I don't know if this will ever make it to like a YouTube channel. I'm going to make a Manifest YouTube channel, which I'm so excited about because we can interact in the comments. That's the thing that like I miss the most about anything that has to do with like an audio platform, like podcasting. Like you can't, like I can't interact with you guys on the episodes. You know what I mean? Like you have to DM me them. I had the Facebook group, but I don't really plan on bringing that back anytime soon. And like I've heard of other apps, like there's the Geneva app and stuff like that. But like now that we have a YouTube channel, we will be able to talk about the episodes in the comments, chit chat, get to know each other that way. And you guys also get to see my like improv setup. It's like, so honestly, the way that I'm filming this now is how we do our stride at home, and it works really well for stride at home. So I was like, I'm just going to try it for the YouTube channel and see how it goes. I hope it looks fine. If you guys are watching, if this ever makes it to the YouTube channel, because this is like technically my trial, if this ever makes it to the YouTube channel, awesome. But I'll probably pull some clips for my Instagram, which by the way, I'm literally loving my Instagram lately, meaning I'm just having so much fun like posting stuff on my Instagram. I'm literally just having the best time, like making reels, posting the reels, like it's just a good time and I'm really enjoying it. But anyway, you guys, if we pull these clips, you'll see them eventually. But now you guys can like honestly, truthfully see that I literally just slum it in my apartment and, or maybe bum it is the right word. I don't know. But this is me. And if you guys are watching the video, there's a trash can to my right. That's my bar cart behind me. This is my table. I'm sitting in my comfy chairs and I have a blanket on and I'm wearing well, I'm actually wearing leggings. I dressed up a little bit and I did this like whole little makeup look moment, a little sleeked back pony moment as well. Because, well, honestly, I wanted to film it for like makeup. I'm on my makeup 101 shit these days. I really am. I've been recording my makeup, posting my makeup a little bit, but I've been having fun. Like today I did this like crazy long wing, which maybe to makeup people it doesn't look crazy long. But for me, I haven't done like a long dramatic wing in so long. So to me, it's like super dramatic and long. Like I said last week, I'm really into Euphoria right now. So I really want to do like Euphoria makeup. Like there's this, I forget what episode it is, but Maddie has a wing. I feel like it's their winter formal maybe, or their like winter ball. But Maddie has a wing on and it literally like goes to her temple and I love it and I want to do that. So I kind of did like a mini version of that today, but it still feels really long for me. But I really like it. I also should totally change the camera so that you guys see this side of my face, because this is my good side, not this side. So I did dress up a little bit for you guys today, but don't get used to it, because normally I just totally like slum it. I keep saying slum. I don't know if that's the right word. Another reason that I never really was sure if you guys want a video podcast, it's because most of the time it's just me. And I feel like maybe you don't want to watch just me. Totally get it. No offense taken. But lately I've been walking on the treadmill a lot, and I like watching a video podcast, or as I'm like doing my makeup, like I like a video podcast. So I get it. There is a time and place for it. Totally get it. And if I could be that person, I will. So here I am. Here we are trying out a video podcast. It will be on the Manifest with Tori DeSimone YouTube channel, not like my main YouTube channel. And the Instagram clips and stuff will be on my only Instagram, which is Tori Sterling _. But I'm really excited to talk about today's topic. Today we're talking about daily non-negotiables, things that I need to do every single day to feel like my day had purpose and intention and was productive, and was a day in my book that like I'll look back on in my life and be like, that was a good day. Because lately I've been having way too many days where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do anything today, so I'm not going to. I'm trying not to beat myself up about it, because I see so many people all kind of in the same slump. Is Mercury in retrograde? Let me know. But I feel like it's the weather, and it's the cold, and I feel like so many people aren't leaving their houses, apartments, whatever. So I'm trying not to beat myself up about it, but I am at the end of the day. But I've realized in this like weird slump period that there are certain things in my day that make every day successful in my book. And that's like what this episode is about. They're like my daily non-negotiables that can be done at any time of the day. And I encourage you guys to figure out your non-negotiables as well. We'll get into that. But first, you guys know I have to do some life updates, catch you guys up, a couple things to chit chat about. Number one, do I have an accent? And this is a genuine question, because I was editing a video that I posted this morning. If you guys are watching this, go watch my last video. It was a POV, we're getting ready together. And it was like a very chatty get ready with me. It was so fun, because I posted like, I just got so much new makeup from Sephora, which it's so fun to like splurge and like go off. Like I went off on Sephora. Like I was like, I'm buying whatever I want. Oh my God. It was so fun. So anyway, I bought a bunch of stuff from Sephora. I got like the new NARS foundation. I got the new Kosas concealer. I got the new Anastasia cream bronzer. Like I got the lip oil from Dior. I got the blush from Dior. I got so much stuff. So I was like, I'm like going ham. Anyway, I filmed a video about that, was editing the video today, posted the video today. So go watch that video. Go show it love. It was so fun. I did all that. Also, sorry, I'm like what's that? Sniffling, I guess. Sorry. I would normally cut it out, but because I have this whole video component, I feel like I need to leave it in. I don't know. Anyway, I was editing that video today, and I realized that I just cut a lot of my words short. Like when I say eyelash curler, I say eyelash curler. Eyelash. I say eyelash. Like almost like a southern thing to it. Oh my God, this is like the negatives of having a video component. My nose is like slightly running, so here I am trying to like fix it, and it's on video now. Whatever. Anyway, so I say eyelash curler when I mean to say eyelash. Like I just cut a lot of words short, and there is one word in the BetterHelp ad for like the sponsor of this podcast, BetterHelp, that I cannot say, and it's the word professional. I can say it now, but in the moment I can't say it. Like I like breeze through it. It's like professional, and I can't say it. So I kind of feel like I have an accent, because I feel like I cut a lot of words short when I don't mean to. There's a woman in the window over there, and I'm like staring at her. Sorry, girly, in my apartment complex. But anyway, because I feel like she's staring at me, whatever. I feel like I cut a lot of my words short, and I feel like I have an accent. Um, so let me know if I do. I mean, obviously, if you're like British, Australian, blah, 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 listening to this, like, duh, I have an American accent, which, what is the American accent? I feel like the American accent is no accent. And I feel like the British accent is so pretty, and the Australian accent is so lovely. And like, I just love those accents. But like, what is the American accent? You know, and there's so many different ones. I'm from the suburbs of Philly, so like, I don't have the whole wooder. I don't like, my dad says burries, like strawberry, like I say strawberry. I don't do the whole like Philly accent thing, but I just realized that like I don't talk very well. I don't speak very well. And I noticed that today and I was like, oh my God, this is so annoying to watch and listen to. So you guys gotta let me know, like, do I have an accent? Because no one's ever told me that I did, but I just feel like I don't speak well because I just cut a lot of words short. And I just need to enunciate better. So anyway, okay, I want to make a statement about something really quickly. I talk a lot about the Housewives, and I know we're all probably tired of it, but honestly, at this point, I feel like it's a big part of my brand. Like, I am obsessed with the Housewives right now. I love Bravo TV, the whole nine. It's like my thing. Whatever I say about a Bravo housewife, we have to take it week by week because the way the editing is in the show, my favorite switches every single week. Like a couple weeks ago, I was saying that I'm watching Real Housewives of Orange County, the current season, and I am bored to tears, and I stand by that. I am so bored of this season. These girls are clearly not friends. They do not know each other. It is so boring to watch. When you compare it to Beverly Hills, they are all friends. Well, at least like Erica, Kyle, Dorit, and Rinna. Like they're all friends for sure. And like they got each other's backs. Like these Orange County girls, they don't have anyone's back. And they clearly don't know anyone. And it is literally so hard to watch because you can tell just how like not scripted, but it's just so forced. It's so forced. So, whatever I say about the Housewives, we need to take it week by week because my opinions change on these girls every single week. Like Mary, for example, in a vlog a couple weeks ago, I said she wasn't that crazy. I go back on that. She's crazy. Like, that girl is crazy from Salt Lake. I said I didn't, like, why is Meredith Marks in so much drama? I still stand by that. I love Meredith Marks. But this whole like faking the memorial thing, I think is they're really reaching when they have so much more to focus on. Like literally focus on Mary. Like she is like crazy here. Yeah, like my opinions change all the time. But anyway, I'm watching I think season 11 right now of Orange County, so it's like an older season. It was filmed in 2016. So much better. So much better. Like these girls are actually friends and I really like it that season. So yeah, whatever I say about Housewives, we need to take it week at a time because my perspectives and my opinions of these girls change every single week. But I will tell you what's constant. I don't think Erica knew anything after finishing the last season of Beverly Hills. I don't think Erica actually knew anything. It was a very sad marriage to look into when she started to like open up about it. I felt very bad for her because it did almost feel like she was like kind of trapped. And I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but she's rich. But like, imagine how lonely and isolating that life must be to where you're married to like one of the most powerful people in LA, like maybe even the country, who knows? And to have so much money to feel very just like out of control, very stuck, just must be a very isolating thing to feel. And I imagine most of us will never feel that. So it's kind of hard to relate to her. Totally get that. But I don't know, it must be very isolating. So I try and give sympathy about that sort of stuff. But obviously, like what happened with Tom Girardi, there is no sympathy for that. But I don't think Erica knew about it. I watched the Hustler and the Housewife. That was a very good documentary. Yeah, the crazy, like horrible and crazy. But anyway, my opinions change all the time on the Housewives, and whatever I say about Housewives, let's not take it too seriously because who knows what the editors are going to throw at us and what they're going to make us want to think. You know what I mean? Like even in one episode, like you can see an unhinged Lisa Barlow and be like, oh my God, I love her. And then 5 seconds later, be like, oh my God, I hate her. But I do love Lisa Barlow. Even the whole like caterer scandal when they tried to like do that whole thing, like I don't know, I really like Lisa Barlow. She's like my girl, baby gorgeous. I just really like her. Anyway, Housewives, I talk about it all the time. Okay, another thing I want to tell you guys about is that I am reading Reminders of Him. I don't know why I keep giving Colleen Hoover a try. I said in so many episodes that like I just don't really love Colleen Hoover. Still kind of stand by that. However, I am going to give it another try. I started it last night and so far I really like it. So I will keep you guys updated on that. I've definitely fallen off my reading bandwagon. Don't know how. I was literally on it for like 2-3 weeks and then done. So I'm trying to get back on it. Honestly, I think it's just because I've been in a slump and I was trying to get through The Paper Palace. And to be honest, it is just flipping back and forth way too much. It is completely losing my attention. Like, I feel like we get one step forward and 5 steps back. Anytime the plot even remotely develops, we're just shot back in time. And I'm like, oh my God, I am so frustrated. I'm so frustrated with the book. So I think that's why I really fell off the reading bandwagon. But I really want to get through it because I like it, but I'm just incredibly frustrated with the whole back and forth. And I normally never am. I tend to enjoy that format. I don't ever mind it. But right now, I am so incredibly frustrated. I also opened up my window right before I started recording this podcast, and I am just really quick going to close it because I feel like the entire apartment complex can hear me podcasting right now. And we are back. So, I don't know. I've fallen off, but I'm trying to read Reminders of Him right now. But drop any book recs in comments on either Instagram or the YouTube channel. Like on this episode's video about book recs that you guys like. I do have a Goodreads. I wouldn't even I think it's just Tori DeSimone, but no reason to follow me on it because I don't ever really post. I really just use that as like a place to keep like a want to read sort of moment for me. So I'm going to talk about Reminders of Him, hopefully when I'm done reading that. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this episode of Manifest. Do you ever feel like a program or a person knows you better than you know yourself? That is Skillshare with me. I truly think Skillshare knows me better than I know myself, and let me tell you why. First of all, Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Skillshare has a class right now that I swear is speaking to my soul. It's called Finding Fulfillment, Using Pivots to Power Your Creative Career with Emma Gannon. This course was a course that I did not even know I needed, but as soon as I took it, I immediately felt inspired. I felt creative. You might say I'm posting a lot more on Instagram these days. And honestly, it's all because of these Skillshare classes that I've been taking in my free time. Whether you're a dabbler or a pro, a hobbyist or a master, you are a creative. Discover what you can make with classes for every skill level. So I want you guys to start experiencing Skillshare for yourself today. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/manifest and get a 1-month free trial. That's 1 month free at Skillshare.com/manifest. Just like what we're saying in this episode, a home-cooked meal is so important to me, and it really just makes me feel like I'm nourishing myself. It's a huge act of self-love, and I absolutely adore it. But let's face it, I don't like going to the grocery store, and I don't always know what I want to make, but the thought of going out to eat is just so not it. And that is where HelloFresh is literally my best friend. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, and they deliver pre-portioned ingredients to your door, including farm fresh produce that arrives within a week. So you get convenience without skimping on quality. You can skip the trip to the grocery store, saving you the wait in the long lines and ensuring that you don't waste money on excess food. HelloFresh has fit and wholesome recipes for satisfying and nutritious meals that you can feel good about, with 6 recipes per week to choose from, including low-calorie and carb-conscious options. I personally absolutely adore HelloFresh. They are truly the most delicious meal kit ever. They are so convenient. It is so simple. The recipes literally just show up at my door. They always take about 30 minutes or less. And I am just so obsessed. It is hit after hit after hit. I've never had a meal from HelloFresh that I have not liked. And it is so, so, so delicious. Go to HelloFresh.com/manifest16 and use code manifest16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's HelloFresh.com/manifest16 and use code manifest16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Creating goals and habits always feel great when you first start out, but trying to stick to them in your already busy daily routine, that is an entire different story. For me, I really want to hit 12,000 steps a day. That has been a goal that I wake up every day with the intention of hitting. And listen, on the days that the motivation is not there, this goal is so hard to get, and we can't rely just on motivation. And that's why I need a little bit more help from Fabulous. Fabulous is the habit building app that gives me the tools and skills I need to feel healthier, more productive, and fulfilled. Fabulous helps me drop those bad habits while building new healthy ones that actually stick. Unlike other wellness apps, Fabulous takes a holistic approach by focusing on self-improvement, mental and physical health, mindfulness, and productivity to build a daily routine that actually works for me and my lifestyle. Fabulous uses behavioral science and breaks down those scientifically proven healthy habits into a daily routine of very small tasks that I can easily achieve every single day. One of the things that I've implemented since Fabulous is a night routine, and the journey to a fabulous night has helped me get naturally better sleep, and I wake up the next day feeling so refreshed, and I'm able to focus a lot better on work. I'm more creative, and everything is just so much better from a good night's sleep thanks to Fabulous. Start building your ideal daily routine today with the Fabulous Premium. Get 25% off Fabulous Premium by going to thefab.co/manifest. That's THEFAB.co/manifest for 25% off Fabulous Premium. thefab.co/manifest. Let me tell you why Thursdays are my new favorite day, and it's because I have therapy, and it's seriously absolutely changed my life. And I want you guys to experience therapy for yourself, and that's why I want you to check out betterhelp.com/Tori. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match with your own licensed professional therapist. You can connect in a safe and private online environment. It is so convenient. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional counseling done securely online. You can send a message to your counselor at any time, and you'll get timely and thoughtful responses. Plus, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, all without ever having to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room ever again. I want you to start living a happier life today, and as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor at betterhelp.com/Tori. Join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tori. Okay, let's kind of get on into today's topic, and I'm very excited to talk about today. So you guys will see on the video portion that I have like my laptop in front of me because I look at little notes all the time. So please excuse me. I'm like exposing myself. So how this works is, I will explain. So how this normally works is I have an idea, like my whole notes app on my laptop phone is literally just like podcast ideas. Like I'll have an idea, write it down, and rant about it for about like 2 minutes in my notes app, and then move on from it. And then I'll revisit it, kind of feel that fire again, and then go right into it, record an episode. That's how they typically are made. So this was sparked over the last week because today's Friday when I'm recording this, and I normally record on Thursdays. But this whole week I was honestly just in a big slump, and I didn't know what I wanted to talk about because I just didn't feel like I had a spark in me to talk about. I didn't feel like I had anything of value to talk about. So I was planning on weeks like this, because this inevitably happens. I'm human. On weeks like this, I tend to do like Q&As, girl talks. I'll have a guest on. And I have a couple podcasts that I haven't put out yet that have guests that I just haven't put up for like rainy days that I maybe don't have time to record, or I'm not feeling very like motivated, inspired, whatever. But last night I'm watching a movie, and I'm like watching a movie. I'm on my laptop, like going through my emails, and I was sent an article from a friend about Lululemon. And Lululemon, let me actually pull up the title of this article so that I don't mess it up. And I'm also going to link it down below in the show notes and on like my YouTube channel and stuff like that. It's from businesswire.com, and it says Lululemon releases second annual global well-being report. Mental health rises in importance as a driver of being well, while lack of a support network and stress emerge as the top two barriers. Better coping strategies, social media mindfulness, a return to the workplace, and community lift well-being. So essentially, I guess Lululemon funded a study. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really look into it like too much, like whatever. I think Lululemon funded a study about the well-being, and it seemed that this article specifically was comparing Gen Z to pretty much like the rest of the population. They would say like Gen Z and parents. But to me, it just really sounded like they focused on Gen Z versus like everyone else, which I kind of get. So anyway, what this article talked about was essentially just like, it was a well-being report, which I didn't even know this were a thing. It was a very interesting read, and I really enjoyed reading it. Well, once I read this, it kind of just sparked this whole idea that I have been thinking about, that I've been festering in my mind, but has never really come to fruition. It's never really become like words out of my mouth. It's always just sort of stayed in my mind, and I've just been thinking about it. And honestly, this all started because with like working from home, and I've always worked from home. Like pre-pandemic, I worked from home, and obviously during pandemic and post-pandemic, quotes on post-pandemic. I still feel like we're very much so in the thick of it. But post-pandemic, I've always worked from home. And I've found in the during and post quotes pandemic days, it has been significantly harder to structure my days. And I don't know if that's me just idolizing like this past version of myself where I worked from home before the pandemic, and you know, I felt like I was doing a lot more. I'm lucky that I have vlogs to kind of like look back on, but again, vlogs don't always tell the whole story. Like they tend to be a highlight reel. Even if we post like bad days, like we post our best moments of the bad days, you know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know if it's me just like remembering this false past. However, I do feel like I've been struggling a little bit more during and now, pandemic days when it comes to structuring my days, because I feel like there's still so much uncertainty. Like some people are returning to the workplace, but not all. Some people are traveling, but not all. Some people can do this, but not everything. Like we're very, especially I feel like it's region based. Where I'm in Pennsylvania, it feels like it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I don't really know where everything stands. And I feel like that's kind of been making life just feel a little weird, to be honest. Like we're in, but we're not, but we're out, but we're in. It's just like a weird kind of thing that's been going on. So people seem to have more flexible days now more than ever. And no matter how much I try to create the perfect morning routine, the perfect night routine, the perfect daily work schedule, the perfect this, the perfect that, I feel as though I'm such a type A person in terms of like structuring my days, not with everything, but when it comes to structuring my day, I'm definitely type A. Like I want to wake up at the same time every day, and God forbid I don't, like my world ends. Like I feel very like out of whack when that stuff happens. But me putting on so much pressure onto myself inevitably will just lead to failure, right? Like I can't sustain that forever. So when I try and create perfect days, perfect routines, and it fails, I feel like I failed. But the beauty of my job and the beauty of being self-employed and having studios and a podcast and YouTube and Instagram and all that sort of stuff is that I get to make my day, and I get to be very flexible with my day, with my hours, who I see, what I do, all that sort of stuff. And a lot of people don't have that luxury, and I'm very fortunate that I do have it. But I also feel like I always look at the glass half empty, and I'm like, well, I don't have structure in my day. I don't know how to structure my day, all this sort of stuff, when I should be looking at it half full. Like, how grateful am I that I have this flexible schedule in front of me? You know, all these thoughts have been kind of festering in my mind the last couple of days, especially this week, because I didn't have a lot to do. I didn't have a lot to do this week with like work, with Stride, with podcasts, with YouTube. Like it's kind of just been like a floating by week. And I love weeks like this. I feel like we all need like cruise control weeks. This was a very much cruise control week, and it felt good. I kind of woke up like at 8 a.m. and I just sort of did whatever I wanted each day, and it was great. However, by the end of every day, I'm like, oh, I should have done more. I could do this. I could do that. Anyway, what I'm getting at is that one of the beauties of my job is that I get to be very flexible with my day. But having a flexible day leads me to the question of how the F do I structure my day? And like I said before, following perfect routines don't always work for me, even though I love routines and they literally light me up inside. I don't always follow them to a T. And that is sort of where this non negotiable, I listed out 7 things that I like to do every single day that no matter when I do them, what time of day, what order, morning, night, middle of the day, whatever, if I hit every single one of these things every day, I will feel like I had a successful, productive, passionate life. Not life, day. Like I had a very, I will look back on this day and be like, that was a really good day. And here's how the two are like tied together, the non-negotiables and the Lululemon article. They kind of said the same thing. What I wrote down, and then once I read the article, it kind of just validated what I was thinking. And I'll get into all of that in a second. But in conjunction with this thinking, Lululemon released their second wellness study that I found incredibly interesting. And like I said, it focused very heavily on Gen Z compared to like how the rest of the world feels like. And there were 4 main messages and 4 main takeaways that I incorporated into the dialogue of today's episode. I will again link the article down below. Highly encourage you guys to go read it. But the 4 main things, number 1 is that and remember, this is about well-being essentially for Gen Z. The well-being report said that the well-being directly linked to a return to activities. I should also preface this by saying that the well-being is significantly higher than it was last year. So people's mental health are getting better, people's overall well-being is getting a lot better, which is really, really positive to read. And obviously, like, it feels really nice to hear that sort of stuff, Anyway, well-being has been directly linked to a return to activities. And I totally agree with this. Essentially, this wasn't explained too in depth, but to me, I interpreted this as like returning to activities that you enjoyed pre-pandemic, such as going out to restaurants, going to the movies, going ice skating, going roller skating, going rock climbing, going on walks, hanging out with friends, meeting up with people in parks, like just doing things that you would do pre-pandemic that we wouldn't even blink an eye about. But since like the pandemic, like, you can't always go do those sorts of stuff anymore. So being able to return to activities has significantly increased people's well-being, which I found very interesting and validating because I felt that way as well. When I started going out to dinner and just kind of doing like my normal things again, I just felt so much better. So I totally understand that. The second is belonging to a community. And this was really amazing to read because I feel like there has been so much, and it's so funny because I'm in the fitness industry and I own fitness studios, and I have totally seen a huge shift in-person workouts to studio workouts. Last night, I was like honestly scrolling on the MindBody app for about an hour, just looking at studios around me, what they're offering, and every single studio is offering an in-studio option and an online option. And I just feel like the entire direction of the fitness community has changed so much to digital that hearing that people's well-being are increasing because they feel like they are once again belonging to a community is really, really amazing to hear, especially as a studio owner, to be honest. So I feel like the way that I interpreted this was belonging to a community can mean so many things. It could mean going to your local studio and hanging out and working out with people, clubs, sororities, a workspace, going to like a common workspace, working at a coffee shop, sports teams, coworkers, hobbies with others. Like having a community to belong to, I feel like is so important. And there actually is an entire episode that I want to do about anxiety from working out that I feel like the pandemic has kind of created because so many people have either taken a break from working out or fell off their grind. And it is intimidating to come back into a space of working out. And like, trust me, I totally get it. And like I said, I own a studio. So like, I understand it and I hear it all the time. People are insecure about coming into, a new space and working out for the first time. It can be definitely scary. And trust me, I totally get it. Like I'm around a place where there's tons of studios around me and I get it. Like there is definitely a fear of like going somewhere alone for the first time or whatever. So I want to do an entire episode all about like workout anxiety and kind of like how to work around it, because there are definitely ways to ease back into it, especially if you've taken time off or just feel like you're not where you once were. Like I totally get it. I really, really do. So anyway, what Lululemon was saying in this report was that belonging to a community, whether that means workouts, for me, that it's like a workout community, because I feel like that's like the biggest community that I've ever been a part of was a workout community. Returning to a community of some sort has a huge positive impact on people's well-beings. The third thing was that this report said was less than 1 hour of social media per day contributed to an amazing well-being. I could not agree with this more. This week specifically, like I said, I've kind of had a more chillaxed week. And because of that, I've been on social media a lot more this week. And I feel it. Like the more that I'm on social media, I immediately I just feel the toll of it. Like whether I feel worse about myself or whether I just feel uninspired, motivated, lazy, exhausted, like whatever it might be, I can always directly link it to the amount of time that I'm on my phone. Like today, it's almost 2 p.m. I've had such a great day today. I woke up, I took a shower, I did laundry, I edited my video, I uploaded my video. I did post it to Instagram, but I've only been on Instagram for about 30 minutes today total. And now I'm doing my podcast. Like I've had such a great day today. And it's because I didn't start my day like on my phone or honest to God, even watching a YouTube video or going on Instagram. Like, and if I had TikTok, like scrolling on TikTok mindlessly. I really do feel so much happier and overall better when I am spending less time on social media specifically. And it's interesting that this was in the Lululemon Wellbeing Report because I totally agree with this. Less than 1 hour of social media per day. And the last thing is return to workspace. This is interesting even for work from homers because I remember even when I worked from home, I would meet up with friends all the time, whether they would like come over and we would do work together, or we would just have like a collaborating session where we would just bounce ideas off one another. Maybe I'd go to a coffee shop alone, Barnes and Noble, Whole Foods. Like I would just constantly get out of my house to work. And I haven't really done that since the pandemic. And I feel the toll of that. So it's very interesting and validating to hear that a return to a workspace is overall positive for the well-being of people according to this report. Now, I did want to touch on this report because like I said, these 4 points that I pulled from it really validated my daily non-negotiables of why I feel so much better when I do these things. And it's funny that they're like very directly linked. Anyway, like I said, I'll link the article down below. Highly recommend reading it. I really enjoyed it. And it just feels nice to know that we're all on the right trajectory of life and like we're on the uptick and it just feels good. You know what I mean? But anyway, so having that article in mind and knowing that even though every single day I can't stick to the perfect routine, the perfect morning routine, the perfect daily structure, the perfect night routine, I can't be perfect every day. But what I can do every day is I can control the variables in my day that make me feel my best, that make me feel like I've had a successful day, that I've had a productive day, that I've had a day filled with passion and intention, and every move has intention behind it. And these are my non-negotiables that no matter what time of day or what order these are done in, these non-negotiables are staples to a productive, intention-filled, and passionate day with purpose. And I encourage you guys to think of the things in your life that are non-negotiables that make you feel your best every single day. There's a quote in the Passion Planner that I love. Let me actually find it. It's in one of the first couple pages. That's not it. Where is this quote? I think this is it. Document the moments you feel most in love with yourself, what you're wearing, who you're around, what you're doing, recreate and repeat. I love that because it's true. Like you do need to identify the things in your best days that make your best days your best days. And look on the flip side, identify the things in your worst days that make your worst days your worst days. And eliminate what is awful and repeat what is great. And whenever I have great days, like I'm having a great day today, I'm going to make sure that I repeat the little things that I'm doing that make me feel like I'm having a really, really great day. So these are my 7 non-negotiables that I've come up with, and I encourage you guys to figure out your 7 non-negotiables as well, and just make sure that no matter the time of day, no matter the order, these are incorporated into your day. Here are my 7, and it doesn't have to be 7. It just ended up being 7. Number 1 is workout. Look, I get it. And like I said, I want to do a whole episode about workout anxiety because I get it. I do. I really do. And I know you might think like, no, you don't, but I do. I really do. I totally get it. I haven't been to an actual gym in months because I feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like, I get it. I feel really comfortable in spin. And obviously, I feel very comfortable in my studios, but I get it. So, anyway, working out is a big one. The days that are my best always have a workout in them, whether it's a spin class or a walk or Pilates, or I do go to the gym or yoga or whatever it is, like a run. I haven't been running because it's been way too cold, so I can't wait to get back into running. But whenever I have a great day, it's always because there's a workout in that day as well. Working out just obviously releases endorphins, and endorphins make you feel good, and happy people don't kill people, like whatever, Legally Blonde. But whenever I work out, my mood instantly gets better. I just feel so much more like myself, very clear headed. I also feel very inspired, very creative, and very motivated when I work out. And a workout, I've learned, doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be something that I sweat from, even. It's just movement. And you could replace the word workout with movement, but any sort of movement, any sort of workout, my best days come from those days that I do work out. So for me, a non-negotiable every single day, no matter what time of day, is to work out. Because I always try and do my perfect morning routine has a workout in it, but then there's some mornings where I need to start work right away, or I feel really creative and inspired first thing in the morning. So I want to get to work right away and start doing that sort of stuff. And then I don't work out. And then I think, oh, well, I just won't work out today because I didn't do it in the morning. But that's what I mean. Like, no matter what time of day, I can still hit these things because I'm so grateful that I have a flexible schedule and that I work from home and that I work for myself, that I can incorporate this whatever time of day that works for me, whether it's 8 p.m. or 2 p.m. or 8 a.m., whatever works. So working out. The second thing for me is one creative activity a day. This has been kind of new for me, and it's been something that I really love. I feel like growing up, I never identified as someone that was a creative. I always sort of saw myself more as someone that liked makeup, and then I liked spin, and then I liked having a business. So I saw myself as like an artist and then an entrepreneur and blah, 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 sort of stuff, YouTube or whatever. But I really found that I think I'm a creative at heart. I really like creativity, and I like it in all aspects of my life. I like doing makeup because I think it's fun and creative. I like making these little reels on Instagram because I get to edit and be creative on my laptop. I love designing studios, and I love like the whole structure of studios, and I love everything that I've done for Stride because I get to be creative. I love being a spin instructor because I get to create new spin playlists. Like, the common word and variable in all of these things in my life that I feel like I'm multifaceted in is the word create. So I feel like really at the core of who I am a creative, and I love allowing my creativity to shine at least once a day, every single day. So whether that's doing my makeup or making like an Instagram video, as stupid as it sounds, I think they're so fun to make. Like, I'm having such a good time making them, like Instagram videos, or even like just filming a vlog or making a planner page, making a spin playlist, just something creative. Even if it's just editing the Stride at Home videos, like, I love to do it. I just get to be very creative, and I get to have fun, and it just lets me like play around with my day, and I love doing it. So I love being creative, and whatever this looks like every day is going to be a little bit different, but as long as I get to be creative once a day, it was a good day in my book. The third thing for me is self-care. Lately, this has really been showing itself in the form of skincare. I've been super into skincare, but I go in phases where I'm like heavy into skincare, and then I'm like, ugh, literally can't be bothered. Right now, I'm very heavy into skincare, so my form of self-care is showing itself in skincare. But other days, it could be like a longer shower, like doing that shower, you know what I mean? It could be like a longer shower, maybe lighting a candle, maybe writing a journal, maybe it is going for a walk, or maybe it's going to the mall and shopping, or maybe it's just watching a movie on the couch. Like, maybe that's my form of self-care. But my best days always have some form of self-care in it. And what that looks like every day is going to vary, but it always has some form of self-care in it. Number 4 is a home-cooked meal. I find on days that I am running around, don't make breakfast, don't make lunch, don't make dinner, I just feel like I totally forgot to nourish myself that day. And I just didn't show myself that love. Cooking for yourself, I've learned, really is such an amazing form of self-care. It's such an amazing act of love towards yourself because you get to dedicate time out of your day to actually make a meal. Whether it's literally just making scrambled eggs and putting it on a piece of toast, it tastes better than if you were to go and get it somewhere else. A home cooked meal is something that I really, really enjoy. And when I make a dinner for myself, not only do I feel proud, but I feel accomplished. And I feel like it's such a great form of self care and love towards myself. So my best days always have me cooking at least one of my meals. Emphasis on lunch and dinner, but I will also accept breakfast if lunch and dinner were kind of crazy. The fourth thing, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth thing that makes my days feel productive, intention filled, and passionate are when I have completed my to-do list. Now, this might be a little controversial. However, for me, it is something that allows me to completely disconnect from work. When I have a realistic, emphasis on realistic, when I have a realistic to-do list that I can accomplish every single one of those on my list that day, and I check all of them off, I am totally able to close my laptop, turn over my phone and be like, you know what? I'm done for the day. I did absolutely everything I wanted to. I did everything I could have, and I'm in a really good spot for tomorrow. And I will let whatever happens, I'll deal with it tomorrow because I did everything I could today. And I'm done for the day, and I'm happy where I am done for the day. If I have an unfinished to-do list, it's either because I ran out of time or because I didn't feel like it that day, or because I put too much on my plate for that day. And having those three variables meant that I had a unrealistic and not successful to-do list. But having those unfinished boxes like that I didn't check off will kind of leave me with this lingering feeling throughout the night of you could be doing more, you could have done more. So my best days are always the days that I have a completed to-do list. And whether it's one thing on my to-do list or 10 things on my to-do list, I make sure that they're realistic and I make sure that I get them all done. So that if I want to go out to get margaritas and tacos with friends, I can go and I don't have to think about work. I know that I did everything I could that day and I had a great day while I did it. You know what I mean? It allows me to truly unplug and truly disconnect. And I've noticed that on days that I don't finish my to-do list, I struggle. On days that I do finish my to-do list, I don't struggle at all. So my best days come from a completed work to-do list. The sixth thing, leave the house for one productive activity a day. And then I wrote in parentheses, returning to workplace could be an example. This could mean honestly just getting out of the house once. Today it's 55 degrees. I haven't left the house yet. Like I said, it's 2 p.m. on a Friday. So as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to go sit in my courtyard outside and just enjoy the weather. I want to go for a walk later today and just enjoy it. But on days that it's colder and you don't want to leave the apartment, trust me, I totally get that because I'm like that too. Simply going to Starbucks will change your day. Just getting out of your house one time a day will change your day. And on the days that I feel my best, that I've had great days, I look back on, it's because I've always left the house. It's never because I've been a hermit and I stayed in my house all day. It's always because I've left. So I'm making it a mission to leave my house at least once a day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if I'm literally just driving around to listen to a song and then coming back, it makes me feel better. So leaving the house for one productive activity a day, and productive is relative. It can mean something different for me. It can mean something different to you. It could even mean something different for me from day to day, from hour to hour. It's totally relative. So leaving the house for one productive activity a day. And last but not least, number 7 is less than 1 hour of social media a day. Like I said earlier, this is huge for me. And when I am on social media longer than an hour every day, I feel it. It takes a toll on me. And I'm just not my best self. My best days happen when I'm on social media for less than 1 hour every single day. And those are my 7 non-negotiables that no matter what time of day, what order these are done in, these non-negotiables are my staples to a productive, intention-filled, and passionate day with purpose. I cannot miss these. And all of these are rather easy to hit for me because I know how good they make me feel. I know how productive they make me feel. I know how much I enjoy the feeling of accomplishment from myself once I hit all of these. So, and it's also not something that I have to plan out. I don't have to schedule these things in. They tend to just happen throughout the day and they tend to just happen on good days. Obviously, there's some things that like I do need to work into, like a workout or being mindful of how much social media I'm consuming and stuff like that. But these 7 non-negotiables for me make my days feel great, and they don't have to fit into a perfect morning routine or a perfect daily routine or a perfect night routine. You know what I mean? Like they can just come and go throughout the day. And once I hit all of these, no matter what my day looked like, no matter what time I woke up or what time I went to bed, if I hit these things, I can look back on the day and be like, you know what? I had a really great day today. And my best days are filled with these 7 things. So I encourage you to find your 7 things, your non-negotiables. What is it that makes your best days your best days? I would love to hear them in the comments on Instagram, if this makes it onto YouTube, onto this YouTube channel, onto this video, and just tell me, what are your non-negotiables for a great day? I'd love to hear it. Guys, that is all that I have for you guys today. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope you have an amazing week this week. I hope you have an amazing day. Oh my God, I literally almost stopped this whole recording because I just accidentally slammed my hand down and I would have been so sad because I literally would have lost the whole recording. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing Monday. I hope you guys hit all of your non-negotiables today. And I love you guys so much. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/Tori DeSimone. And my Instagram is @ToriSterling_. And if you guys want to spin with me, that is strideathome.com. You can use code Tori, TORI, to get your first month for $10. It's normally $35 a month, but you can get your first for $10 a month, or you can rent any video on strideathome.com for just $5. So guys, thank you so much. I really adore you guys, and let me know what you think about this video component if it ever makes it up onto YouTube, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye guys. Have a wonderful Monday. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this episode of Manifest. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers membership with meaning. With so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives, Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. What's really cool with Skillshare is that you can experience real improvement with hands-on projects and classes designed for real life. I think you guys are going to like a lot of Skillshare's classes, especially the Ultimate Self-Care Playbook, Discover and Nurture Your Centered Self with Jonathan Van Ness. I mean, seriously, an entire class about self-care. Sign me up. That is literally heaven. So I want you guys to start experiencing Skillshare for yourself today. Explore your creativity at Skillshare.com/manifest and get a 1-month free trial. That's 1 month free at Skillshare.com/manifest. Creating goals and habits always feel great when you first start out, but trying to stick to them in your already busy daily routine, that is an entire different story. For me, I really want to hit 12,000 steps a day. That has been a goal that I wake up every day with the intention of hitting. And listen, on the days that the motivation is not there, this goal is so hard to get, and we can't rely just on motivation. And that's why I need a little bit more help from Fabulous. Fabulous is the habit building app that gives me the tools and skills I need to feel healthier, more productive, and fulfilled. Fabulous helps me drop those bad habits while building new healthy ones that actually stick. With my 12,000 step goal a day, Fabulous will tell me when I need to get up, walk around, and I actually get up and walk around. Start building your ideal daily routine today with the Fabulous Premium. Get 25% off Fabulous Premium by going to thefab.co/manifest. That's THEFAB.co/manifest for 25% off Fabulous Premium. thefab.co/manifest.